Welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star, the End of Millennium. You're probably wondering why do we still have a snowstorm, and we just dealt with the air castle. Well, all that can be explained as we head back to the Garuberk Tower. And how do we get there? Well, we just take our trusty ice digger over there. There. Have you no shame, sir? So where we're going to is we are going back over to where Meat is. It's a good thing we carry one of these. And this is where we are going to be. Right here, where the carnivorous forest is. Behold the pole light! Hooray! It's been a long mission, hasn't it? Yeah, far too long, isn't it? Alright. Now let's get to the Garuberk Tower. Yeah, that long, ugly thing. That's the Garuberk Tower. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go in it. Yes, the Garuberk Tower. As nasty and disgusting as it is, you may think it's something like as if your screen just got messed up. It isn't the screen that got messed up. The Garuberk Tower is nothing more than just and I don't know what. And I'm saying this because just look at the place. But we do have some old and new faces around here. Like Hawkenlift. That's a good thing we do carry our own Esper Mage on hand. Just in case. And Rika gains a level. Around here, you want to be at least around damn near level 40. That's the whole thing. You want to be around at least level 43 or 44, something like that. But you want to climb your levels as much as you can around here. Because believe me, you'll need it. The good thing about this area is there are a lot of good enemies you can actually grind off of. Like the Hawk and Left and the Frost Sabers. And probably some more enemies. That we may encounter while we're here. Now, as a reminder, this is a maze, so, yeah, I'm not going to stress that enough, but then again, I have to tell you, it is a maze. And for those who have played through the Garuberk Tower, it's no joke. So, as we go up here, I'm going to say this much. Is it just me, or does it look like somebody has been jerking off a little bit too hard in this dungeon? I mean, I can imagine it was a nice dungeon before, but man, somebody had a little much too time on their hands. We find there's another Trimate here, and that'll be a pleasure. Nice. Stone heads as compared to the cone heads. And now if we touch this, yeah, that kind of changes things when you do that. Well, since you did kind of hurt us, we're gonna really have to hurt you, aren't we? Thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you. Now, of course, when you're here in this neck of the woods, if you have not leveled or have not gotten the equipment from Jut, you'd best do so. They do not play around here. And since the enemy encounter is a bit high, expect a lot of ambushes. For the most part, they will try to ambush you. So it's best just to keep going and just keep fighting off these enemies. And we got two new enemies. The Ghoul and a Chaos Sorcerer. Why, I remember you. You were from the ship that tried... You were from the ship. And you're the bastard who tried to crash land us. Ren gains a level, Chaz gains a level, and he learns Not S. Not S, because it's not just for Raja anymore. Speaking of, don't worry about him. We'll be seeing him a little closer to the end of this Let's Play. Just for now, though, we're stuck with Sailor Esper herself. Kyra. That was unnecessary, sir. You apologize. Yeah, did we mention he knows Tandel? And did we mention how much of a jerk he is? Now, it's been a while since I've actually been in this dungeon. Ugh. Oh, jeez. This place is far beyond lows of disgusting. I mean, shit. I wonder what was on their minds when they actually did this design. I mean, is it just me, or did one of the designers just cream himself on it and just like, it's like, oh, it looks so good, oh, like, oh my god, really? He had to cream himself, and they got the design from that. Now, as we're going through here, we are facing a King Saber and a Hawk and Left. King Saber is the stronger version of, well, the Centaur from the Garuberk Tower. Now, let me remind you that if you've met a character like this before, then it's best you know what he's capable of doing. And that, what he's capable of doing, is just not nice at all. So let's see. Yes, whatever you do not kill my cat girl, you bitch. See, it's a good thing I keep the Dream Rod around just for enemies like these. And we find another enemy called the Radhin. Now, the Radhin is just like the boss in Zeo's Tower, Juza. And if he's anything like Juza, he's a pushover. Now, I remind you, if you gotta face him... Oh! I forgot about the genocide clock. If you gotta face him, make sure Rika kills him. And I mean kill him with a capital K. And over here, in this nook right here... Oh, look, it's ghouls and ghosts. One, 2, 3, 4. Rune gains a level. And nothing much else, just a level. And here we find another Trimate. We're finding a lot of Trimate around here, but that's not a... Oh, another palette swap of a boss we just finished not too long ago. This is Dezolis. Now, if you remember, he was in 2 places on Dezolis. Or rather, we faced him before. One was in the climate control, and the other was on the air castle where Lassic was. Yeah, it reminds me of the guy that we just beat not too long ago in the last part. Alright, so continuing onwards. Another King Saber. I'm not pleased with the results, sir. Because if anything, I'm going to pull out my trusty Dream Rod and put you to sleep. That also works too. Sleep. If it's... And once he's awake, oh boy. Gotta put him to sleep again, permanently. Now, around here, I think there's another door here, but... In any case, what I want to do here is, make sure these guys just don't come up again. And even if they do, it just won't be pretty. Thank you. I decided, you know, these games just aren't going to play themselves, so we might as well play them, shall we? I mean, does that sound savvy to you? I think that sounds savvy to me. Now, there are two openings here. I'm going to go right here before I go back over there because I think it might put me through a backtrack. I'm not certain. Ew. Yeah, bad smell is not a good thing. Because if bad smell touches you, you fall asleep. And there's nothing you can do except wait for them to actually get up. I can cast autos, but I would advise against it because it's just a sleep turn. Kara gains level, and she learns Nafoi. Let's see what's in here. Now, I may do a little bit of grinding while I'm around here, but I may not. Oh, and she's gone. Well, there's only one thing to do, and that is river her ass. And should she awaken? Damn it, too soon. I mean, if you got the spell, use it. Shit. rather him than Kyra. And damn it. Alright, you don't shoot because you're damn near low health. You raise. You don't fire. And you wait. That works. What doesn't work is that chance is going to fall before the fight is even over. So what do we do about that? Thank you. Enrica gains a level. I think I can actually resolve this. I'm just going to use a Trimate because I do not want to use my dues. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Even though that doesn't really count as a Trimate. Quite curious as to where this leads, but I think I went back a bit. Okay, one of the things you can do while you're here is you can use a Disrupt on the ghouls. Or you can just blast them to hell. Or not. I mean, you can try, but jeez. Okay, let's see what's down here, because I remember... yes, now I remember. There's a chest here. Now sometimes a Genocide Claw will often kill. But often than not, it won't do such damage. We got Trimate. Whatever we lost, we just gained it back. Here we find a Moon Slasher! And that is stronger than what Kyra has so far. So let's replace one of the Lyco Slashers with a Moon Slasher. There. And surprise attack. Finally, we got ourselves some surprise attack. Business has just picked up. And an insta-kill too. Very nice. So now that we have the Moon Slasher, leave her alone. You ass. So time for you to down another Trimate. Ambush. The hell? You have Saner? Oh, you're done, sir. Tech sealed. Yeah, if you're hit with Tech Seal, pretty much you can't do squat. Yeah. That's never good. I think I'm gonna go through here and ugh. Jeez. Anyway, while we're actually here, I just want to say, man, this is like the most disturbing dungeon because it does look like one of the game designers just spooged far too often. And this was his remains. And I'm sorry if that sounded dirty, but just look at it. You see what I mean. I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting some good info if we check out our stats. Chad's close to leveling. Then Ren. Then possibly Kyra. No, Rika will be next. Then Kyra. And probably lastly would be Rune. So I had to at least show that much. Done! I love you, General Cyclaw. Your awesome badassness does not compare to the awesomeness which is that. I think we go around here. And up here. And let's go through here. Can we run? Thank you. Okay, we've been through here. That's where I got the Moon Slasher. Okay. Now, not only is this the most disturbing, but it's the most confusing dungeons in this game. You thought the one in Air Castle was confusing. This one tops the Air Castle by leaps and bounds. So what I'm going to do for the most part is try not to get into too many fights. But in this case, pick my fights very carefully. So what I may do is work myself around this area, most likely grind a bit while I'm in this dungeon, and possibly what again? Sheesh. And possibly see where the hell I am. Now I wish I really had my strategy guide because I'd be looking at my map right about now. Oh, and here's a new enemy, a Dark Marauder. Just don't allow him to hit you. So I think I showed you most of the enemies here. So I think that's all I can actually show you because I think I showed you all the enemies. And Chaz gains a level, and he learns nothing! Now what I'm possibly going to do is work myself around this whole ordeal, so give me a moment, won't you? Alright, I'm back, and yeah, it took me a little while, but I did do some grinding while I was in here. Anyway, we're moving on. And yeah, we are very close to the end of this tower. I think I shaved off a lot of time when I did this. I mean, a lot of time. I'm actually near my appointed levels in which I'm supposed to be at. So, just to show you, yeah, I've been quite busy. As you can see, most of our characters are at around level 40-ish. And we learned a few things. Like for one, we love Metis. 2, a few things have been added here. You see, while grinding for better purpose, Chaz has Nades and Nazan. I do believe that's the last of all skills that you can actually earn through leveling. There's another one that you can get, but it's pretty much a secret to everyone. Farika, she has Nassar and Nades, and Nassar is the most powerful heal spell you can have. Trust me. It will save your ass when you need it. Kyra, she has Nafoy. And she still has Gyrus, but one more level and she will have Nades. Rune! Now, what Rune has is Legion, for it is many. So, a few things I picked up while I was in here. The Power Shield, which is pretty much useless, and a Stardew. And as we are closing in on the end of this tower, most of my enemy encounters have been pretty badass because the Genocide Claw has been working overtime for us. Now, like its boss counterpart, Delamar's, is it really all that? Especially if you can just bomb rush them. And that happens. Yes, that happens. And I got another email. Man, I've been busy tonight with these emails. And of course, while I was doing that, while I was in between grinding and everything, I managed to write a letter to my congressperson. And since I'm in California, it's Maxine Waters, so I wrote a letter to her, or left a message to her, considering about SOPA. And I left a heartfelt message that yes, it should not be passed, and it better not be passed, or else it'll be bad for everyone. Let's just keep it as is. Do I want to face you? No, I didn't want to face you. For the most part, yes, that's what I'm doing. I am literally ignoring any at all unnecessary battles. And God, Genocide Clause really going overboard. And I probably got another comment or reply to my earlier video. In here we find Escapipe. Now, little known fact about the Dark Marauder. This enemy happens to be a recurring enemy from Phantasy Star Part 1. And it falls so easy to the Death Touch. It falls so easy to the Genocide Claw. It's kind of utterly pathetic. Only does shift when in a pinch, and yet it still loses. So Ren gains another level. Am I not surprised this is happening so fast, so quickly? All these critical hits, my goodness. Did I mention I'm loving it? But yeah, if you haven't done so, please sign the petition. It will not only help us, but it will help the entire internet as a whole. Because, really, nobody wants to see the internet die. And as I was showing this, yeah. I'm at my appointed levels, in which I should be at. Well, as you can see, yes, I am at my appointed levels, in which it's going to be one of those. Yes, one of those times in which I'm grinding like crazy. And just one more fighting Cairo level to 36. Which that 36 will not be so. That little snippet, no. I can't escape. Debon, Saner, and Shift. Ouch. Hell no! Gotta take these guys on. Shoot. Team. Goodbye, Dark Marauder. We won't be seeing each other too soon. Kara gains a level, and she learns Natis. Now, I think what I'm going to do is run. Sorry for that. We're going to touch this. I said touch. Touch it, blast you. Tend to slide here. There! So hard to actually touch one goddamn thing. No, no, no. With that being touched, ugh, we learned that touching is no good. Touching is indeed no good. Like I said, I'm picking my fights. I like it when I'm picking my fights. Let's see. Where does that lead? Does it lead up here? Yes, it does, I believe. And as we go up here, it goes here. And down here, we find a Stardew. Now what I'm going to do is save state right here. Because there's something we should know that we should do before we do it. Chaz. Rika. Yes, I'm using Chaz's TP just because it's better for me to do so. Now, I do believe here is where we're going to have our next boss fight, so I'm going to save state here. And, yeah. This is not going to look good. At least in the next room, anyway. There it is. There's the nasty one. What's that? Is that Dark Force? It sure is. Comparing search data. It is not similar to any object that was on Quran. So there were two Dark Forces. Just as Roger said, this is what has been creating havoc on Dezolis. Not just Dezolis. He's messing with the entire Algol solar system. Dark Force senses our presence. He is attacking. Exactly what we were hoping for. Let's go, everybody. Meet Dark Force Level 2. He resembles that of a spider. Why am I not surprised? Alright, what you're gonna need to do is buff. Buff like mad. Also, Ray Blade. On top of that, agility up. And then on top of that, cast Warla. And on that note, Rune, you're going to be busting out Noah. Defense. Energy. Agility. Now this bad boy has about, I'd say a little more than what Lassic had. And that's saying a lot. So in the case of this, I'm just going to keep doing this. And double up on the health. Kyra will be on backup heal duty. So on this, we shall cast Nafoy and Nawat. Nice. Now, just like the Lassic fight in the last video, what you want to do is be faster than him. That's the whole point. You want to be faster than him. And of all people, you need to keep Ren up because the fact that he is an android, he will take heavy damage from that one attack, namely the light shower. So, if need be, it's best to be very careful. Now, one thing I am going to do is cast Nassar, and Nassar takes 36 TP, but in the case of this, it is best you should use it when need be. That or either Metis. Your choice. But I'm going to keep Rune and Kyra as offensive magic duty. And as you can see, really, he's got nothing. That's right, he's got nothing. So in the case which you haven't seen being used on an enemy, we're going to use Burst Rocket. Empty our Ray Blade charge. And on that note, power up Chaz. And keep busting out the magic. After all, Dark Force is an unholy element, so therefore only... so therefore, it can be really a pushover. Now, next thing I'm going to do is cross-cut his ass. Now, it's a good thing that I did level up some before this happened. And what I am going to do, is double slash. And I'm going to be pretty picky with who I'm going to be doing. With my curative magic. And Rune will constantly cutting away his ass. Oh, very nice. Shadow Blade, or Shadow Breath, rather. Shadow Breath is, a pretty nasty attack because it is pretty much his level 2 black energy wave. And if it connects, it can and will hurt. So what I am going to do at this stage is I'm going to go for the nasty double technique of FS and crosscut. Hopefully I can score Grand Cross again. Grand Cross! And double slash. Ooh. Nasty. And this is why I say Kyra would be switched to healer duty. So we're going to try it again. FS. Crosscut. Metis. Now he can hurt us. That's the thing. He can hurt us. But the point is, can he hurt us? That's the real question. Can he hurt us? At this point in time, it's possible he can hurt us. And if not careful, possibly kill us. But this is why I'm casting Nassar. Oh yeah, and just in case if you hadn't seen this before, we're gonna test run our new spell, Legion. Nafoy. Booyabis! Oh, that's nasty. I think it's time for backup, so I'm going to constantly heal by using Metis. And since I use Legion, I'm going to switch to Tandel. Use Nathu, double slash. Ooh, nice! You're done, bitch! With one shot. And everybody's still standing. And we've earned about 9,300 experience. Something is close to that, but yes, we have 9,300 experience, in which I am glad we've done so. And with that, Dark Forest has vanished. We've done it, Chaz. Yes. The storm is over. And behold, Dezolis, brand new theme song. Look at the sky! It's beautiful. The black energy wave has also stopped. I bet the patients of Mies are already recovering. It's finally over. Good. Thank you. It's because of your cooperation that this was possible. You're welcome, Sailor Mercury. It was presumptuous of me to think that I could do it alone. No problem. I'm glad for you, Amy, Kyra. No! I shall return to Mies. There's still a lot of work ahead for me. So long, Chaz. You're quite a darling, just like a baby brother. What? Don't be ridiculous! Well, that's what's so endearing about you. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, lads. You were a little different from my expectations, but you certainly did not bring shame to your name. We'll meet again soon. Huh? Oh yes. So long. See you later. She's gone. She called me her baby brother. Am I that undependable? Well, you've improved some.
But you're still a lot like me.
Well, I can't compare with you. After all, you are Lutz. You want to get whooped again?
You guys never quit, do you?
Nope. And holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
What was that? It's Garuberk's temple.
What is going on? We've defeated Dark Force. Let's go and see. And as you can see, yeah, what just happened was, the Garuberk's temple just got its ass blown out of the sky. So, what does that mean for us? Well, that pretty much means that we'll probably be going to the blown, shot, and decimated hell Garuberk's temple in the next exciting episode of Phantasy Star. Or I should say, Let's Play Phantasy Star, The End of Millennium. Stay tuned for the next parts.